Katty, Konnie, and Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. How's your weekend?
Oh, I had a rough weekend. My allergies and family thing going on, and it was a rough weekend. But
Mine
I'm
was-
here.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm here. I'm grateful I woke up today. How about that?
Amen. Amen, sister. Look at now my camera's going to do this to me.
Yeah,
You
you're
need to
blurry.
zone in on me. Okay, thank you very much. I mean, I've been busy from the time I got off work Friday, and it has been nonstop.
Wow.
We had to put a garbage disposal in today. We had to, and then I cooked from 1:30, 2:30 till about 15 minutes ago. I was afraid I wasn't going to make it.
But here you are.
But here I am. The first time I've sat down all day, and my God, it feels good.
Yeah, these allergies are just really kicking my rear end.
Aren't you cold up there? How can you have allergies when it's so cold?
Because everything's dying, and my allergies are always worse in the fall. Always.
Is that mold?
Mold, grass, leaves.
Everything?
Yeah.
Everything?
All that nonsense, and
We need to say a prayer for Jamaica.
I saw that.
Those poor people in Jamaica. This is going to be the worst hurricane they have ever experienced.
Wow.
And they said one guy was not leaving wherever he lived. He wasn't going to leave. And they offered him $10,000 to go to a shelter. I don't know if he took it or not. I don't know if he's going to the shelter or not. But by golly, for $10,000, I think I would go. If they're
$10,000 or die,
Yeah.
Options.
Obviously,
he must be in a real danger zone.
Right? I mean, for someone to offer you $10,000 to go to a shelter,
yeah,
that's saying that it's going to be bad.
Well, they're better people than we are because we're just like, go ahead, stick it out. See what comes your way. Yeah, that's horrible though. I got on my Halloween sweatshirt.
It's Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. I'm trying to do that Jack Skellington thing.
Yeah. Well, the front of my shirt says, "You say witch like it's a bad thing." Hi, zombie.
Hey, zombie. Good to see you.
My shirt lights up.
It lights up.
Yeah. It's got a little switch pack in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
I do.
Yeah.
Did that.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I've had this forever.
I bet Zombie wishes he had one.
I did. I have had this shirt forever. All the lights are missing out of the holes. It looks like I got somebody attached my sweatshirt with little holes in it, but whatever. I wear it around the house.
Okay, here's a good one. This is our topic for tonight. Well, part of it. So, with our wonderful government being closed, they're saying the SNAP people aren't going to get their money for November. Well, they've already made it clear that if they don't get their SNAP benefits and their money, they're just going to go to the store and steal it.
I say that again, my screen froze.
They said if they do not get their SNAP benefits, they're just going to go to the store and steal it. That's that.
Well, I know Michigan put a hold on it for November, but
Well,
that's the blue state.
well, so what they said, it just came out before we got on here that T has said we're taking some of the tariff money and we're going to make sure everyone gets their SNAP benefits next month.
Yeah, I think I saw that, something about the tariffs paying for it. I don't know.
That's what we're using our tariff money for that everybody hates so bad.
Right.
It's going to make sure you still get your SNAP benefits while you're out there on the streets screaming and protesting what a bad man he is.
Exactly.
Just saying. Just saying.
Exactly. Out there screaming on the streets because your ass doesn't want to go to work.
Well, they're out there screaming on the streets because they don't want the other people to, the illegals to go home.
Well, and it really sucks for people that really need those benefits, because I'm sure if all the lowlifes got off of it and got kicked off of it, I'm sure there would be more to go around for the people that really need it.
Yeah. Well, if they don't get it, they're just going to steal it off the shelves. How about that? That's their answer to it. And I want you to know, and I'm going to say it again, this is a Chuck Schumer government shutdown.
Yes, it sure is.
We got to make sure that comes out. Good for you. Good for you, Zombie. I think we should. We should charge them more than that, considering that Christy Walton of Walmart is funding a lot of this protesting.
And you know what really cracked me up about Walmart is, their prices are going up, and right?
Right?
Their prices are going up, but they have less and less cashiers. And
I know that to do yourself
on the floor.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not paying me to check me out. So
you should be saving money.
Exactly. You're not paying somebody. Oh, that's right. You're paying one person to stand there and watch 15 registers.
Mm-hmm. To make sure if they have any help, if they have any problems, they can. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Zombie, I don't understand how all of that works. But I know that while we're sitting there charging everybody this tariff stuff, that everybody is picketing and protesting. It's against the law. The king is charging everybody too much. Yada, 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 yada. This is how they're getting their SNAP funds because the government's closed down. Kind of funny how that works.
I heard that he's going to start firing a whole lot of people.
Well, I mean, if the government's closed down and we're not doing, if we don't have any money coming in, that's like if you shut the bank down and nobody has cash, something's got to be done.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Do you know? I'm going to tell you something. This is funny. You brought this up. In the state of Pennsylvania, there's a tax for the employees to work at any jobs. How about that? Now that's the truth. Because I heard that from a really dear friend of mine, and I said, "There's no way they're charging you to work for it." She goes, "Yes, they do. They charge a tax for us to work there." And I'm like, "Wow, that's just too much." So see, it's already happening in some states.
What did they do with the Amish?
Well, the Amish are self-sufficient. They do their own thing. I don't even think they pay taxes, do they?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they grow their own food, do their own thing. They don't ever buy from anybody. I don't even know if they get paid. I don't even know if they have to pay government taxes on anything.
I do know they go into the cities though, and they do have money to buy things.
Yeah.
And they're not. I don't think that they.
Don't they sell their stuff?
I don't think that they're at the stage they used to be. You know, where they used to make their own flour and all of that. I think they still make their own butter and milk and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I think there's a portion of it, and I do know some of them do have. I think it's propane only to cook with.
Yeah. It's amazing. And I think they make their money off of the stuff that they make and they sell.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Apple.
They make some beautiful furniture.
They make some of the most beautiful quilts you've ever seen. And usually they're hand sewn. I mean, they're incredible. Incredible. But that's how they make their money. And then, so I don't even know if they pay any kind of taxes. I'll have to look that up.
I don't know.
But Pennsylvania taxes you for everything. So I don't know how they get by it. Happy Sunday, Norm.
Hello.
You know, Amish pay. Oh, they do, Donna. I'm glad you clarified that, because Pennsylvania charges taxes on everything. They almost charge taxes to breathe in that state. You have to pay a tax to work for somebody.
It actually says Amish people pay the most taxes.
Really?
However, they can apply for an exemption from Social Security and Medicare taxes due to their religious beliefs. They pay federal and state income tax, property tax on their homes and land, sales tax on purchases. I think this is supposed to be excise taxes, such as on fuel, which are often embedded in the price of goods. They don't use fuel.
Well,
Taxes they're exempt from because of their religious beliefs is Social Security and Medicare, unemployment benefits, welfare, federal aid. They rely on their own community instead of public assistance.
Well, I wonder if the Native Americans pay taxes since they have their own laws on the reservation. I'll bet they don't pay taxes.
Well, let's see. We'll just look that up too.
Okay, look it up. See if the Native Americans pay taxes. Because they have their own laws and they can throw you in jail, and they say the worst place in the world is to be in a reservation jail and get out. Okay.
It says U.S. citizens, Native Americans, and Alaskan natives, which are like Samoan, pay federal income tax, but their exemptions are special circumstances related to income earned on reservations. And because Native American tribes are sovereign entities, they have the power to levy their own taxes on reservations, which adds to the complexity of the tax situation. So if they pay federal income tax from off-reservation work and income from on-reservation work, in most cases, earned income on a federal Indian reservation is also subject to federal income tax. Their tax-exempt income, in rare cases, income from treaty or trust resources, may be exempt from federal tax, and tribal government themselves are not entities subject to federal tax.
Okay, so in other words, if you go off the reservation and you buy something, you're going to pay sales tax, which of course we kind of figured. But if you buy your stuff on the reservation, they don't pay sales tax. Now that I know for a fact because I went on the reservation.
Says state income tax. They do not pay state income tax on income earned while living and working on the reservation.
See, there you go.
And sales tax, they're not required to pay sales tax on transactions that take place on a federal reservation.
Right.
Property tax, reservation or trust land is not subject to local property taxes. Off reservation, if a Native American lives or works off a reservation, they are subject to state and local taxes on that income, just like any other resident. And then it's got tribal tax. So,
and we were talking about the Native Americans on the reservation. I know that they don't pay. I know they don't pay federal tax in New Mexico on the reservation because the governor tried to get them to pay state taxes, and they said, if that's the case, if we're going to start paying taxes, then we're going to shut down every road to every place on the reservation, and you couldn't go in or out of Albuquerque without hitting reservation. So, yeah, I didn't think that they paid federal or state. But if they're off the reservation, of course, and they're buying stuff off, then they would pay sales tax. That makes sense. Although they bring everything in on the reservation, and they've got everything on, they've got stores and everything else on the reservation. Now they've got casinos.
Yeah.
So and they know how that was their revenge, don't you know?
And do not take a child on that property.
On the reservation?
Yeah, at a casino. Yeah.
Oh, you get in trouble for that. Yeah, no, they don't
do it, because we stopped and they had this beautiful front of this casino, and my kids were younger, and we stopped in California and took our pictures, and we were getting ready to leave, and they came out chasing us, and they're like, they can't be on here. You got to go. You got to go right. I says, we were just taking pictures. He says, you got to go right now.
Yeah, they can't be at the casino. No one under 21 is allowed anywhere on the premises.
Even on the property.
Yeah, of the casinos. Yep, they're real.
I didn't know that.
I know, who does? Well, you can't take your kid in a casino. They can go in the casino, but they can't be on the gambling floor in Las Vegas unless they're 21.
Right. That I know.
That one I learned quickly when my parents took me young. Because they came and chased me out of there.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, there you go, all the different laws and stuff. But I was in shock when they said they were going to steal the food. The SNAP people said if they don't get their benefits, they're just going to steal it off the shelves. And I thought, are you going to steal as much as you get in your SNAP benefits, or are you going to exceed your SNAP benefits? Common sense. They're going to steal more.
Well, it won't matter in California.
Yeah.
It won't matter in California.
Yeah, because it's a misdemeanor for anything under $999.
As long as they keep it under $1,000, you know.
It's
a lot of people for that.
Do you know, Don, I went on the reservation and they had more cops than you can imagine. And I made a right turn on a red light because, you know, we can do that. And we could do that in the city in Albuquerque. Well, you can't do that on the reservation. And I got pulled over by a reservation cop that said, wow. Oh, no. Was it posted? No, but you can't do that here. And I'm like, okay. We didn't know.
Did they let you off on a warning?
Yeah, but yeah, thank God.
Right.
You know, because they say there's no place worse than a Mexico jail is a reservation jail. They'll let you go when they want to. That's just the way it is. They have their own laws over there.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen with your Muslim in Dearborn. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's getting scary because I saw an interview and I don't know where I saw it, but I saw an interview where a guy was talking and said by 2060 we will be under Muslim law, the United States by 2060.
No,
I'm glad I won't be here.
I don't believe that. Do you believe that? Do you believe that they're going to let that happen? I don't. I think it's going to get pretty hairy though, because there's so many of them here. I'm not wearing a burqa, and I'm not wearing a thing on my head, and I'm not going to cover up my face from here across so you can just see my eyes. And I'm not going to. I'm not doing any of that. So they can dream all they want to. They can. What's that song? Dream the impossible dream.
Well, it's bad enough that they have to cover everything up, but you do realize they also have clothes on underneath those burqas.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? It'd be so hot I couldn't stand it.
But they have pants. That's why they smell.
I've never been around and to smell them, but I just know that I'm not going to do that. That's not my laws, and I don't live by Sharia law, and I'm not going to by Sharia law.
No.
So, I guess they can just stick me on the post or whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I'll just go to meet my maker a lot sooner.
Right.
Because
exactly.
It's ridiculous. It's
just shoot me, put me out of my misery. At that point.
Common sense says it's not going to happen. But again, how much common sense does American people have?
Right. They're probably all headed to Dearborn, Donna.
Well, they wanted to take a city and build a Muslim city right smack dab in the middle of Houston Metro. And they wanted to build a wall around it, and no Christians were allowed in there. And Abbott said, that's not happening in Texas. We're not doing that. Don't even think about building your walls or any of that stuff. It's not happening. So, they put a squelching halt to all of that. It's ridiculous. You can't fence off a place in the United States just because you feel like it. I'm going to fence off my house. I'm going to fence off all the way across the street around my daughter's house and my house and fence it all off and say, this is our commune. You're not allowed in. Of course, I have to pay property taxes, and I'll continue to pay property taxes until forever. Right? I'll never own the property my house sits on. I don't understand all that. That should be illegal.
Do you know how many mosques we have here in Michigan?
I have no idea.
140.
Wow.
And they're not just in Dearborn. They're in Sterling Heights. They're in Troy. Where else? Southfield, which you guys probably don't even know the cities I'm talking about, but yeah.
You know what? That's the truth, Donna. That is the truth if ever said. We have too many rednecks, so let them take over. Speaking of rednecks, this redneck was watching this documentary today where this couple that used to live in, now I'm going to talk about your state, Donna. This couple from Indiana, they were from Indiana, they moved to New York, and then they bought a schoolhouse, an old, dilapidated schoolhouse, and I think they only paid $100,000 for this schoolhouse, and they renovated it and turned it into a home. It is amazing looking. It's amazing looking. And then somebody else is renovating an old convent.
Wow.
And I thought, wouldn't that be cool to get something old like that and change it into your home?
You know what amazes me here in Michigan is that it is mostly they're probably citizens, but how many big, and I mean big beautiful homes that foreigners own.
Oh, I'm telling you.
How? Oh, I know how, because they own all the gas stations and the liquor stores here.
And the motels.
It's ridiculous. Every gas station and every liquor store are owned by foreigners. That, and I'm talking, have heavy accents that you can barely understand.
Yeah. Yeah. They're uh okay, it is. I'm looking for Donna where here it is. It is in It is in Franklin. How about that? There you go. Franklin, Indiana. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's in Franklin, Indiana. And it is so cool looking.
Wow.
Well, but when they showed it, when they first walked in, I looked over and I thought, oh, can you imagine the renovations? Can you imagine how long you'd have to be there? Can you imagine all the stuff you have to? I mean, it
Well,
was a lot
actually,
of work.
no, because they probably have friends nearby and they probably all just do it and knock it out.
Well, and there was a place that she got in sponsored with. It's called Pollywood somewhere in Indiana, and
Uh,
it's a business, and it's called Pollywood, and they take all the plastic and recycle it and make outdoor furniture.
wow.
So Hollywood donated a lot of outdoor furniture, and it's nice, guys. I thought, well, I need to be sponsored by something like that. Well, that ain't never gonna happen because
No.
I don't feel like building on anything.
Well, there you go.
Too tired.
I know. So am I. I'm tired.
I'm way too tired of that stuff. I tell you what, this has been the busiest weekend I've had in a long time, and I'm always complaining how tired I am. And it started Saturday morning, and this is the first time I have sat down, other than when I talked to you a little bit on the phone last night. This is the first time I've sat down. I know, Donna, I saw the whole thing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the convent, I think, is in another country, but it's just amazing to me how they take that stuff. But common sense says that you better have a big, good savings account to back you, because that's going to cost a lot to renovate something.
You guys, you want to talk about it a lot?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We have a bathroom upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and I'm not exaggerating, maybe 8 feet by 6 feet. It's like a closet.
Okay.
And there's a toilet, a sink, and there used to be a tub. And my son pulled the tub out and he started to build a shower. And then it all got put on hold. Well, the bathroom's been like that for about 9-10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So his dad ever so gracefully said he would pay to have it remodeled. Only the shower, not the toilet, not the sink, not the floor, not the ceiling, not the walls, only the shower. $15,000. And that's from 3 different estimates. We're all right around $15,000.
Okay, see, so you put that number on there and you think about this old schoolhouse, and somebody's got a bank wad rolled up somewhere, because They had to take the ceilings down and they had to do everything. Even though they did it by themselves,
Yeah.
supplies.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Supplies. It's
Now,
great.
it's even better because all they have to do, because my son has the cement board all put up in the shower and
All I have to
everything.
do is put the tile up.
All they have to do is put the tile or that new stuff that they have out, like Formica, but it's waterproof. Vinyl, I think they're calling it.
That's what I heard.
And that's all they have to do. That and put the doors on.
Oh, they're going to have a vinyl insert put in there?
Uh-uh. No, we're going to go with, we found a company that would do the bathroom for 15 that puts tiles in. And that's really what my son wants is
Well,
tiles.
sure.
And everybody else was going to put that, molded crap in there. But this company is going to use tiles, and that's what I told my ex, and it's like, well, they're going to use tiles, and they're going to give him a niche, and he could put a decorative border around in it, and I said for 15, and these other ones were just going to go and glue this shit on the wall.
Yeah. The insert.
Yeah. Yeah, and then put a plastic insert on the bottom. His whole shower will be tile. The floors will be tile. The walls will be tile. The ceiling in the shower will be tile.
Miss Daisy had a pipe bust one time in her bedroom. They had taken, I swear it was a closet. It was never a spare bathroom, but they turned it into a bathroom.
Right.
Or it was so small that I don't know. Anyway, long story short, when the pipe broke, it ruined all the carpet.
Of course.
So we had to pull out all the carpet and I laid the tile myself. Okay. We redid the bathroom ourselves.
I did too.
And it wasn't as bad as I thought, but I mean, it was every bit of doing it ourselves. It was every bit of $1,800 for tile and stuff. And this has been quite a few years ago.
I remodeled my mom's kitchen and her bathroom and her foyer.
Mm-hmm.
And from the front door to the kitchen is all tile, and we did all of that. And then in the bathroom, she used to have those little old-fashioned squares tile,
Oh, yeah.
and that was a bitch to get up. And
Oh, I'm sure.
she used to have the tiles on the walls, so we drywalled all the walls and put the floor in. And then we were just getting ready to do the floor, and I went to go in there to brush my teeth, and I went through the floor. My leg was in the basement. So
Wow.
we had to put down a whole new subfloor.
Well, in taking out the bathtub in her bathroom, you guys are never going to believe this. You don't know what lurks behind the walls. You just don't.
Exactly.
And we took out the bathtub, and the bathtub was sitting on bricks. I'm not joking, you guys. I ain't laughing. This is no joke.
It was probably a cast iron tub too.
It was, and it was on bricks, sitting up about this high. And then when we got into the wall, they had taken the shower and moved it from one side to the other, whatever they did. And so they capped the pipes off with a spark plug and a rubber hose. That is no joke.
Well, yeah, Linda. I mean, Donna, the thing is this. Okay, my son has all the tile. He put in the bathroom floor because we bought tile for that. He put in the bathroom floor, so that's a new floor. But that's as far as it went. He never he bought the self-leveling cement for the basin, but we couldn't find a company to make just the plastic basin on the thing. And we have the tiles for the walls. I bought all that when I was still working. So he has all the tiles. And it's just it never got done.
Well, and the other thing is things right now are so expensive.
Right. And now
the tile is even expensive.
The tile he picked out is so damn dark, it makes the room look even smaller if you put that up in there.
Right.
And I told him from the jump street not to get such a dark tile. But that's what he wanted because it's like black and it's got like gold marbling in it. And it's really pretty tile, but it's just way too damn dark for that bathroom.
Have you seen the ink tile?
I'm not sure.
That's what my daughter wants in her house, and we have not gone there. But it is a real super dark tile, and it has like reflections of like a blue and a purple and whatever, like iridescent.
Uh-huh.
That's going to make her house look like it's this big.
Right.
I said, you're going to shrink it all down.
Yeah. You got to be creative. Because I know when we first moved in, we got like a dark, rosy, peachy color for the walls.
Uh-huh.
And the living room looks so big. Now he's got it painted light gray and an accent wall in dark gray and carpeting. And it looks so small.
Yeah.
Tiny. And before we had a fireplace in there and he took the fireplace out, which I don't know why, but he did.
I think the kids that age like the dark colors.
He is a blue and gray kid. He likes blue and gray. The kitchen is blue. The dining room is blue and gray. The other bathroom that's upstairs is gray. It's like,
I'm telling you, Morticia Adams across the street likes black. Yeah. Anyway, it's all right. It's her home, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, Donna, because I also have I'm selling the bunk beds that I had for my grandsons because they never stay the night anymore. And I think the older one, I think the last time he did spend the night, his feet were touching the end of the bunk bed. Yeah, I mean, he's what, like 5'9" now?
You need a pull-out couch. Remember those back in the day? They even make those anymore.
I don't know. We had one. But, they don't ever spend the night anymore, which is very sad, but they don't. So if somebody has to watch the kids, he sends them to my mom's. So whatever.
They have, I decided I wanted a bread box. You can't buy a bread box at Walmart.
No. You find it all over Amazon.
I did. That's where I ended up having to get it. I asked them, I said, do you have any bread boxes? And they said, what? And I said, a bread box. And the lady looked at me like I had 3 eyes. She had no idea what I was talking about. I thought, well, I guess I'm going to Amazon.
Well, do you remember back in the day we used to have the matching canisters and the bread box and the toaster? Everything matched.
That was cute. That was when, and everybody had a rooster.
We didn't.
You didn't have a rooster. We didn't either.
And we never had the green. We never had the green appliances either.
We didn't have that either.
We always had white.
My mom had gold. Remember the clock? The cat clock? That the tail went back and forth?
Yep.
We never had those either. But
the lava lamps.
Oh, yeah, the lava lamps.
We used to have 2 hanging. We had a hanging table It was a light, and then it had chains holding this big, huge marble table.
Wow.
And then in the other corner, we had one of those rain lamps with the woman in the middle.
Oh, and the oil that came down, those were cool.
Yeah, we had one of those, and we had the other table that hung. It was really cool. Really, really cool.
We
It
had,
probably be worth a lot of money now.
we had cool stuff. And now,
And I know people love to buy furniture and stuff from IKEA. My son has a couch. My older son has a couch from IKEA, and it is the most uncomfortable thing I've ever sat in. And they basically don't even use it. It's the dogs because they watch TV in the basement. So
have you seen the Love Couch or whatever it's called? And it's great, big, huge, fluffy thing that looks like an oversized bean bag.
uh-uh.
They're expensive. Yes, the wagon wheel lamps. Man, that brings back memories. Did you ever see the wagon wheel lamps?
Mm-mm.
They were so cool. They had the wagon wheel with the lamp. They were cool.
Hmm.
See, all the good stuff. I don't
Right.
ever look on Marketplace. I'm really bad about that kind of stuff.
I
I
got
go
some
to
stuff off
antique
there.
shops, though.
I got some stuff off of Marketplace.
I go to antique shops and look and see the different things in there, and I'm looking for stuff that's older than me, and I'm finding stuff that's my age. I go, I remember that. Oh my god, I remember that. I remember,
Right. Right.
you know, when you
Yeah.
see
Yeah, definitely.
that. Was it a hand? It was a glass hand, and they came in green and blue. I think it was a butter dish.
Oh wow.
Um,
Those are hard to find too.
butter
So,
dishes.
you know what else is hard to find? A gravy boat.
Yeah.
Those are hard to find. And it's like, what do people do? Just put a pan on the table and
I have a when a friend of mine's mother passed away, which she was way up there in age. They were selling all of her stuff, and I bought her silver flatware, and I bought a bunch of stuff because it was all on auction, right?
right.
And by the time it got here, they didn't wrap it and package it with the crap. Half of it was broken, 3/4 of it. But I have a tureen, a soup tureen.
Oh yeah, you don't see those a lot anymore either.
No, and I think she had a couple silver gravy boats in there, and silver salt and pepper shaker, and
I used to have a set of crystal every when we got married. Um, my his stepmother and father bought us crystal for anniversaries and Christmas and birthdays and all that. So I had a water goblet, I had a wine goblet, and a champagne flute, and
wow,
they all got broke in a move.
I hate that. I hate that. I have do you remember? Here's another one. Do you remember the goblets, the iced tea goblets, the big ones, those heavy ones? I had some of those too. I think I sold them at a garage sale.
Yeah.
And now they sell them for like $10 a piece at a garage sale.
Uh-huh. Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Back in the day. Okay, so here's the thing. I guess we got off the tangent. So
I guess
common
we
sense.
always do.
I know. I know, right? So common sense says that if you don't get your SNAP benefits this next month, that you could go to the grocery store and just take whatever you want off the shelf. That's common sense. Wrong. That's not common sense. That's not common
What
sense.
people don't understand is, number one, you're going to get in trouble and go to jail everywhere but California.
Yeah.
And number two, you're not getting even with the government by
No, it's
doing that,
yours.
you know. I
No.
mean, my suggestion would be start looking for food pantries and stuff,
Right?
you know, before thing. I know everybody's worried about Thanksgiving dinner. Well, you know, maybe hopefully you have family or something and you can get an invite over there. I don't know, you
Yeah.
know, or maybe you just eat chicken this year, you
Right?
know, and
Right?
you don't have the big stuffings and fills, you know, the mashed potatoes and the casseroles and whatever your family does, and wait for it to come back on and then have your big Thanksgiving dinner. I
Or
don't
you have a potluck.
Yeah, everybody brings something,
Yeah.
you know? I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds logical to me,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yep. Because you know what? You can't go stealing. Well, who's it going to affect, guys? If they steal all the groceries off the shelf, they're not going to go by what they get on their stamps. They're going to get whatever they want,
Yep,
and then it's going to affect us. Our
yep,
food pantries are asking for help now. See, I mean,
yep,
come on, people.
yeah.
The common
Well,
sense says they're too busy protesting.
I have to tell you a story, is that, you know, I read that Michigan has put a hold on SNAP, well, it's EBT here, but, SNAP EBT benefits for November, and they directed you to another website to find places that can help you, which curiosity got the better of me.
Hmm.
And when I clicked on it, page not found. It's like, aren't you just brilliant, Michigan?
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, really? Why would you? Why?
Advertise something.
Right. Why? Why would you do that to people that, you know?
That really need it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't need it that bad that I'm gonna go steal it off the shelf.
Right.
Um,
Right.
for one, I'm too afraid I'm gonna go to jail because believe me, I would be one that would go to jail. Anything I've ever done in my life, I've been caught doing.
Right.
So I would go to jail and I would spend Thanksgiving in jail. Yeah. Yeah. You know, we'll do a turkey. We'll do a turkey. We'll do a turkey. And I like steak better, but we're gonna do a turkey. And then and I stuff my turkey with fruit.
Oh, wow.
So it makes it kind of a sweet. It's actually really good. But
We wrap our turkey in bacon.
ooh, I bet that's good.
It keeps it so tender and so moist. Oh my God. It's so moist. But yeah.
Somebody told me to baste the top of the turkey in mayonnaise, and they said it turns out amazing too. So I don't know. I haven't ever done that, but
Mm.
um,
And
and
then
my
everybody fights over the crispy bacon.
oh, I'm sure bacon's the best.
Hmm.
And then my mother makes the dressing. Always makes the cornbread dressing. She'll bring that and the green bean casserole. So it's kind of we basically have a potluck.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do this year.
I make the pies.
Yeah, I don't know. My holidays are up in the air with everything that's going on with the family, so I may end up having to. Yeah, fried turkey's good too. Um, I may end up having to cook a smaller turkey at home, and
It's all going to work out. I'm telling you, it's all going to work out.
so
It'll all work out. Holidays have a tendency to bring people together, especially Christmas. I'm ready to start decorating for Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite.
yeah, this year I'm feeling like a bah humbug. I thought I was, you know, on track and getting everything done early, and
It's all going to work out. I'm telling you. Giving you a heads up. It's going to work out. Just patience. What else was I going to say? I guess you guys up there getting some snow? Or you got a snow front coming in?
No, not that I know of.
Wyoming's getting 18 inches.
Holy
Well,
crap.
Minnesota's probably getting ready to get nailed. I don't know if Donna's
Probably.
in Indiana.
And I know it's going down into the 30s tonight. Yeah, I don't see any snow in the forecast.
No, you're not getting any snow?
Mm-mm.
I wish we could get some rain. I wish
Well, we're supposed to get rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of next weekend.
that would be amazing. I would love some rain. We're not getting any rain. I thought we were going to get a little bit from Melissa. Instead, Melissa has turned into a monster and is getting ready to devastate Jamaica. We need to say prayers for Jamaica. That's horrific.
Sure.
That's horrific.
Yeah, Donna, you're right. You know, I started making my own tradition, but yeah, it just seemed like nobody really cared. So it's like, okay, whatever.
That's when you just move on and continue doing it your way. I know, Donna, it's horrible. We need to say a prayer for Jamaica. It is horrific.
Absolutely.
It's going to be horrific.
Yeah. Oh, Donna, I just saw that you would rather have steak on Thanksgiving. That's funny because my older son, his wife does not eat pork or beef. She just can't digest it. She never really had it as a kid because she was a ice skater. And so her body never learned how to digest it, and it just makes her extremely, extremely, extremely sick.
Wow.
So they eat just chicken and turkey, everything. And my son is so sick of chicken and turkey. So a few years ago, I started making a flank steak, and that turned into 2 flank steaks because his kids would rather have the beef.
Right? Sure.
And one of them is a teenager, so he eats more than his daddy.
Well,
So that was very expensive. We ended up spending almost $50 on 2 flank steaks because that's how expensive they are. They were
they're
last year.
outrageous right now.
That a flank steak is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. In price.
Our tradition, we came and do our tradition starting last year. Every Christmas, my mom and I would go together on a prime rib. And this is our Christmas gift to everyone. We wouldn't go buy Christmas gifts. We would buy this prime rib. And it was $300 2 years ago.
Wow.
So I know that we can't touch it this year. Or we didn't touch it last year. So you can just imagine what it is this year.
Try Sam's Club or Costco.
We don't have.
I know you can buy.
We don't have one of them there Costco's in this here part of the
What
world.
about BJ's? No,
No.
because I know you can buy a whole fillet for like $100.
Wow. Yeah,
And
no, we don't have. We could probably buy a brisket for $100. There you go. It ain't happening. I don't know. We'll probably have ham. There you go. I mean,
we always had turkey for Thanksgiving, ham for Easter, and some sort of Italian dish, lasagna, ravioli, stuffed manicotti, something for Christmas.
You know,
we're
my
Italian.
always made lasagna. Always made lasagna for Christmas dinner. Or she made a leg of lamb.
Oh,
Sorry. Not much of a lamb.
I'm not big on lamb either. I'll eat veal, but I don't eat that very often because that's really expensive too.
I need to start learning how to eat fish, but fish makes me so sick. I think it's the iodine or something in the fish because of the thyroid. I don't know, but it does. It makes me sick.
I can only eat cod fish, and then I still have to smother it in ketchup. But
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm eating.
But you're doing good and you're eating your fish. Did we lose her? Or was it me? Oh, you froze up for a minute. You eat cod.
I don't know. I eat cod, but it's fried and doused in ketchup.
Well, that
So
works.
is it healthy? I don't know.
I don't know. You can eat it.
I miss
Yeah.
I like, I don't know if you had them there, Long John Silver's.
Silvers. Yeah, we have one of those up the road a little ways.
Now I'll eat their fish, but it's fried and it's doused in ketchup. But
I remember
ours
growing
closed.
up. My mom would say, we're having macaroni and cheese and fish sticks. And I used to think,
Oh, that is the worst Friday meal ever. That used to be our Friday meals. But then we also started having I don't know, it's Polish. So and I don't, did you freeze or did I?
you did, I think.
Oh, we it's called kaluski, and it's just pasta. Like you just make dough and then cut it into strips, and then you boil it, and then you fry it in butter, and then you put ketchup on it. And that's something my dad grew up on, and we used to have that. And I'm probably
That
getting
sounds
ready
good.
for that pretty soon. Oh, it is delicious,
That sounds good.
and it's only flour, eggs, and water.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
sounds good.
she's got. I'll have to let you know. But we've got a coffee mug that's perfect. You put 2 eggs in it, mix them up, fill it with water, and I think it's 4 or 6 cups of flour. Knead it all together till it's a dough, and then you just roll it out and cut it into strips and boil it maybe 8 minutes till it's done.
Ooh,
See, I like them thick, but my dad liked them thin.
that sounds good.
It is very good. I think I'm going to make it this week.
There you go.
It's very cheap too.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes that's the best. I used to think to myself, if I would walk in the house, I remember I'd walk in the house and I'd go, oh my God, what are we having for dinner? It smells so good. And my mom would go, we're having meatloaf. Oh, but I love meatloaf now. I do.
Well,
I love
I was pasted out as a kid because my dad was Polish, but he loved Italian food, and my mom was Italian, is Italian, and he my grandfather would always have pasta 2 days a week. Well, then when my grandfather died and it was just my dad wanted pasta 3 times a week. And it's like, I am pasta out. If
I
I,
love
if I make it once every 2 months, I'm lucky.
I love pasta. I could eat pasta all the time, I think. And I love homemade macaroni and cheese. Oh my God.
Me too. I make my own too.
Yep. All right, guys, it's that time. Yippee skippy. I mean, look, I told Clyde, this is the reason, well, you can't see it, but this is the reason why I don't do a cooking show, because I am from the waist down full of flour. So there,
Same here. Same here.
I
Oh,
know, right, Apple?
this
Are
made
you
me
hungry?
hungry.
Did we make you hungry? All
It
right,
made me hungry.
guys.
Love you.
Let's make
Like
sure we pray for Jamaica.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll see you here tomorrow night.
All right.
Good
Press
night.
like on your way out the door. Haha, I got to say it this time. See you guys.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff